Have you ever felt anxious or experienced a panic attack? If your answer is yes, you're not alone. In fact, it's a part of our human experience. But what exactly is anxiety? In essence, anxiety is our body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear, which can be mild or severe. It's like an alarm system that goes off when we feel threatened, under pressure, or facing a challenging situation, like a job interview or an exam. Now, while we're on the topic, it's important to distinguish between general anxiety and panic attacks. General anxiety is marked by chronic worry about everyday life. It's that nagging feeling that something bad is going to happen, even when there's no clear reason for concern. On the other hand, panic attacks are sudden, intense surges of fear, terror, or apprehension. They can happen out of the blue, often with no warning and no clear reason. During a panic attack, you might feel like you're losing control, having a heart attack, or even dying. But here's the thing. Anxiety in its various forms is a normal part of life. It's a part of our survival instinct. It's what kept our ancestors alert and aware in a world of predators and other dangers. And today, it's what keeps us focused and ready in the face of life's many challenges. However, sometimes, this alarm system can be overly sensitive, going off too often or too intensely. This is when anxiety can start to interfere with our daily lives and well-being. But it's important to remember that experiencing anxiety doesn't mean you're flawed or weak. Just like physical health, mental health has its ups and downs. It's okay to feel anxious, it's okay to have panic attacks, it's okay to seek help, it's okay to talk about it. Remember, experiencing anxiety doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human. Understanding your own anxiety means recognizing what triggers it. Triggers can be as varied and unique as we are, but some common ones include stress, fear, and certain situations or environments. Stress, for instance, is a universal trigger. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, gathering momentum and size as it goes. Fear, on the other hand, is more specific. It could be fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These fears can spark an anxiety or panic attack in the blink of an eye. And then there are specific situations or environments. Perhaps it's a crowded room, a high-stakes meeting, or even a seemingly innocent family gathering. These situations can act as triggers, setting off that all-too-familiar feeling of dread. Identifying your own personal triggers is crucial. It's like mapping out a minefield. Once you know where the mines are, you can begin to navigate your way around them. Knowing your triggers is the first step towards managing your anxiety. Breathing techniques can be powerful tools to calm your mind. When anxiety hits, our breath often becomes shallow and rapid. This can trigger more anxiety, creating a vicious cycle. But by taking control of our breath, we can break this cycle and help our bodies to relax. Let's explore a few simple yet effective breathing techniques. The first one is square breathing. Imagine a square in your mind. As you trace the first side of the square, breathe in slowly for a count of 4. Hold your breath as you trace the second side. Again for a count of 4. As you trace the third side, breathe out for 4 counts. And finally, hold your breath again as you trace the fourth side. Repeat this cycle a few times and you'll start to feel your body and mind relax. The second technique is belly breathing. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Breathe deeply through your nose, ensuring your stomach moves more than your chest. This type of breathing helps to activate your body's relaxation response, reducing feelings of stress and anxiety. The last technique is 4-7-8 breathing. It involves breathing in for a count of 4, holding your breath for 7 counts, and then breathing out for 8 counts. This method is known to be especially calming and can help you to fall asleep faster if you're struggling with insomnia. Remember, you have the power to control your breath and in turn, control your anxiety. Grounding techniques can help you stay present and focused. That's right, when your mind starts to race, grounding techniques can provide an anchor, a stabilizing force to keep you rooted in the here and now. One simple yet effective technique is naming things around you. This might seem trivial, but it can have a profound effect. For example, you might say, I see a blue chair, I feel the cool air from the fan, I hear the ticking of the clock. This exercise helps to refocus your mind on your immediate surroundings, pulling you out of the whirlwind of anxiety. Another method is to hold on to something physical. This could be a stress ball, a piece of fabric, or even just the arm of your chair. The tactile sensation can serve as a tangible reminder that you're here, in this moment, and not lost in a sea of anxious thoughts. And let's not forget about our senses of smell and sound. Perhaps there's a certain scent, like lavender or fresh coffee, that brings you a sense of calm. Or maybe it's the sound of rain against your window or a favorite piece of music. By tuning into these sensory experiences, you can create a soothing space for yourself amidst the chaos. Remember, the aim of these grounding techniques isn't to eliminate anxiety completely, but rather to manage it. By grounding yourself, you can regain control during a panic attack. Your lifestyle choices can play a big role in managing anxiety. Let's talk about the 4 pillars of a healthy lifestyle that can help keep anxiety at bay. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and limiting caffeine and alcohol. These aren't just good for your physical health, but they're also vital for your mental well-being. First, regular exercise. It's not about hitting the gym for hours every day. Even a brisk walk around the block or a 15-minute yoga session can make a difference. When you exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins. These are your body's natural mood lifters. They help to reduce stress and anxiety and promote a sense of well-being. Next comes a balanced diet. What you eat can affect how you feel. Consuming a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can help regulate your mood and energy levels. Try to avoid processed foods and sugary snacks, as they can lead to energy crashes and mood swings, which can exacerbate feelings of anxiety. Then there's sleep. It's not just about getting 8 hours a night. It's about quality as much as quantity. A good night's sleep helps your brain function properly and can improve your emotional well-being. If you're struggling to get quality sleep, consider creating a sleep routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This can help regulate your body's internal clock and enhance the quality of your sleep. Lastly, let's talk about caffeine and alcohol. While a cup of coffee might help you feel more alert, too much caffeine can trigger anxiety. The same goes for alcohol. While a glass of wine might seem like a good way to relax, in the long run, it can increase feelings of anxiety. So, moderation is key. Remember, these lifestyle changes won't eliminate anxiety overnight, but they can help manage it in the long run. They're about creating a healthier, more balanced you. Because when you feel good physically, it's easier to feel good mentally. Making healthy lifestyle choices is a long-term strategy for managing anxiety. Sometimes professional help is the best course of action. You've heard it said before, but it bears repeating, especially when it comes to managing anxiety. So when might you consider seeking professional help? Well, if you've been trying different coping strategies, but your anxiety still feels overwhelming, it might be time to reach out. If your anxiety is causing you significant distress, or it's starting to interfere with your day-to-day life at work, at school, or in your relationships, that's another sign that professional help could be beneficial. But who exactly should you reach out to? You have several options. A psychologist or a psychiatrist, for instance, are professionals trained specifically in mental health care. They can provide you with a diagnosis if necessary and guide you through various treatment options. These might include cognitive behavioral therapy, which can help you learn new ways of thinking, behaving, and reacting to situations that trigger anxiety. Another option is a counselor or a therapist. They can provide a safe space for you to talk about your feelings and worries, and they can teach you effective strategies for managing anxiety. This might involve mindfulness techniques, stress management, or ways to challenge negative thought patterns. Support groups can also be incredibly helpful. These are often made up of people who are going through similar experiences. They offer a sense of community and understanding that can be incredibly healing. You can find support groups in person, but there are also plenty available online, providing you with a network of support at your fingertips. And let's not forget about hotlines. These are available 24/7, providing immediate help and support when you need it most. They're staffed by trained professionals who can provide advice, resources, or simply a listening ear. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a step towards taking control of your anxiety. So don't hesitate to reach out. You're not alone, and there are people who are ready and willing to help you navigate this journey. You've got this. Let's quickly recap what we've discussed. Today, we've delved into understanding anxiety, pinpointing triggers, and applying both breathing and grounding techniques. We also highlighted the importance of healthy lifestyle choices and seeking professional help when necessary. You are not alone in this journey, and there are many ways to manage anxiety and panic attacks.